Hey everybody, and welcome to my day 8 first impressions video where I take a look at mutators. Multiple mutators were added to the game today. Some of them from the Goon mod mutator option. Some of them just original, I think, I'm pretty sure. And I never really dicked around with it that much on Goon's mod. Goon mod, I keep calling it Goon's mod today. I don't know why. I did a failed recording a minute ago. I got like halfway through this mission and then, what am I doing? About halfway through the mission and then my game decided, hey, you know what would be nice? If I crashed. Crashing's nice. Except it's not nice. I was disappointed. But they had mutators, some of which are from Goon mod, some of which are original, some of the Goon mod ones are not present in the current game, but they added those. You have this little mutator thing when it's active. You can see what mutators are on the job overview. On the actual lobby, when the host readies up, it lets everybody know, hey, these mutators are enabled, and you have to ready up a second time, like agreeing to the mutator. The one I currently have on, I only have one on at the moment, and it makes cloakers when they kick you. They have a chance to spawn a smoke bomb, explosion, or a fire trap. You can set it to a specific one, or you can do what I did and set it to a random one of those three options. Dying. But yeah, I don't really care about the mutators that much. I mean, I'm sure I'll... Sorry, guys. I'm sure I'll play around with it, have some fun with it. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'll give it that at least. The other important thing to note is achievements, and the majority of trophies are disabled when using mutators because there are mutators that you can set to make enemies do less damage and or have less health. So obviously that would make one down maybe not a cakewalk, but much easier. But other things they added today are a few new trophies relating to various mutators. I know there's one that's due any difficulty on, any heist on Death Wish or above difficulty with the friendly fire mutator enabled, which allows you to shoot your teammates without shooting your teammates. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I like it. There's another one for just doing one with a mutator, so assuming we don't fuck up and my game doesn't fuck up, which especially that last one is a pretty major assumption, but we should have I should have the trophy for that at the end. And as all trophies, they add, oh my god, I thought I just crashed there. They do add stuff to the safe house.
Hoxton, follow me.
Apparently when they released a medic, they also added more trophies. I was unaware of that until today. And those ones were unsurprisingly mostly retaining to the medic. Ooh, yeah, that was a bad idea. Move back. But there's other, what was the other one thing they added today? Right, they added an option in the base game to increase or decrease the amount of ragdolls that are left on the ground. I decreased it because my computer isn't very good. Hashtag Breezy needs a new graphics card. Hashtag save Breezy. But yeah, so you can make it look like absolute chaos with like bodies littering the floor, which again I love the idea of and I would love to be able to do, but mediocre PC specs or mediocre PC graphics card, really. The rest of it's alright, but yeah. Oh my god, like anyway, quick little note about the gameplay I'm doing here. I have the light crossbow and the, what's the name of it? China Lake grenade launcher. Who's teasing him? I didn't kill him, but I got him off. I also have concussion grenades in my standard good old doctor bags, and the disc. Why not? Yeah. I think I've gone over pretty much everything. He's almost dead. I think I've gone over pretty much everything in the update that was released. Oh no! There's one more thing about mutators. There's no, what's it called? There is no, what's the name of it? Cleaner costs. If you have a mutator on, you can murder as many civilians as you want. And in the failed recording, I definitely found out why. Because the fire traps and explosions could potentially kill civilians. So, and I'm sure other mutators have things that could kill them as well. But, yeah. I forgot to mention that. I also have kind of a you motherfucker. I kind of have a story I want to tell. I was doing one down with a crew of randoms yesterday. That is a dozer. I was doing one down with a group of randoms. And we did the Birth of Sky heist. So we moved on to Beneath the Mountain. We failed it once because one down was fucking brutal. And then we actually completed it the second time. Issue was, I went into the helicopter. Then I went into Swan Song. Everyone got in the heli. We start flying away. We're home free. Well, the second my Swan Song ended, I crashed immediately, and I lost out on the achievement. I was very disappointed, to the point where I was like thinking about it. Like, it was right before I like tried to go to sleep. I was thinking about it like the entire time. I was lying in bed waiting to sleep, because apparently that's how sad my life is. That is the epitome of my day. Ooh! But yeah, I was pretty disappointed about that. I've tried to do it a couple times since, but the closest we got was 2 of the satellites down and the 2 minimum loot bags put in the truck. And that's the other part. We had the 2 minimum loot bags. Fucking, can I use a key? Thank you. The 2 minimum loot bags, but we also had 2 bags of gold and a bag of cash secured as well. I mean, I don't care about that nearly as much, obviously, but... Oh, I'm not ready to shoot. Oh yeah, the only thing I wanted to note was, what is going on? What is going on? I can't stop fixing this drill. Okay then. Well, for whatever reason, push to interact is just magically enabled for me, and I can't get it to not interact. So that's interesting. Hopefully that doesn't persist after this mission. But yeah, I think the mutators are a pretty cool idea. Again, I mean, I don't know how to explain my feelings towards them. I like them. They're really cool. I understand why they're so like awesome and cool and great and la-di-da-di-da. Oh, but in general, I feel I'm going to just be playing normal Payday. But if you thought that one down was a cakewalk, A, you must be like a god among men, and B, you can now make it harder to satisfy your sadistic needs. So, yay! Thank you, Overkill. But I don't see myself using them that often. But again, there's a cool idea. I think it was pretty well implemented, and there's definitely room for like more and more mutators down the road. Again, there's some that Goon Mod had that are not in the game currently. I know for one, why am I even using this grenade launcher as an actual weapon? But one is, hello friend, is you shoot your gun and it makes fireworks. But that's not added currently. but that's something they could potentially add in the future. But one thing I wanted to mention, and of course now it's not an assault, but the assault box in Mutator, like in the top right corner, police assault in progress, it turns purple in Mutator mode. It still shows all the same information. This was a very bad idea. Mistakes were made. But yeah, I don't even think we got to see the cloaker do it, which is actually really unfortunate. That sounds A, really bad, but B, that's really unfortunate because in the other recording we did see it. But the fact that you can stack mutators as well, I think is cool. So overall, in the actually, do we need to escape? No, we don't. Overall, in the end, I think it's really cool. Oh, right there. That's one thing I forgot to mention. Mutators reduce the amount of cash and XP, and I think it's actually interesting how they show that. Which in a way is kind of weird because, yep, I got that trophy. But in a way, it's kind of weird. I understand why, perfectly fine. Again, you can make the damage and health lower, but at the same time, you can make it harder. And the majority of the mutators, at least from my thought process, make them harder. So it'd be cool if like each mutator has its own reduction or boost. That said, I can understand like disabling achievements on all of them. That I kind of agree with. But I think it would be cool if the 25% cash and XP boost / reduction varied. Also, from what that guy's doing, I think we got a new mask? Question mark. Yeah, the awkward seal. I don't fucking know, but it was on the website as well. Moment you're going to finish off a dozer, but when you pull the trigger, you're out of ammo. I've actually done that before. Or that moment when you're throwing the last bag straight into the sea. Or that moment when other robbers don't give you compliments about your mask, but you didn't put any... Oh, when other robbers give you compliments about your mask, but you didn't put any effort into it. Or the moment when someone is repairing the drill the same time as you. That's kind of funny. But that's pretty much going to wrap up my thoughts of today. I like the idea. I think it's really cool. It's down here, as you can see. Here's the little list of them. You can pause, but some of them are just random, like, haha, it's funny, like extraterrestrial heisters. It shoots enemies up in the air. You kill with shotguns, and they, like, circle around you, the corpses. Overdosed. Some of them make it hard, like, again, overdosed, I mean. Bulldozers can have shields. You can make one specific enemy special unit spawn. You can have all normal enemies be replaced with medics, and all special units be replaced with bulldozers. You can have friendly fire, as I mentioned, alternate arsenal, damage, modify the damage, modify the health, enemies explode, the cloaker thing, which I'm going to turn off now. Hydras. Well, here I am just for 1 second. They do... I'm not sure if I made this assumption in this recording or the last failed recording, but they do stack. Also, this one cuts off. So that's worth noting. If they're too long, they just get cut off. Anyway, my plan is to show you the cloakers. Hence why it's a cloaker army, so I'll see you when I see a cloaker. Okay, well apparently it doesn't apply to the first cops. It may actually only replace special units with that specific special unit, which is a bit of a shame. Here's the onslaught though. Boom, he kicks me and there's a fire trap. Apparently it harms the cloaker too. Okay, well, that's actually pretty interesting to know. I didn't think it did. I'm curious if it gets the explosion one. I'm curious if the explosion one hurts other nearby. Oh, that is a lot. Okay, it only works on a successful kick. If they miss, it doesn't make the thing happen. Smoke bomb. That one spawned. And let's see what this one spawns for us. Oh, well, find another. Oh, they're not going to kick me because I'm the last one alive. Bummer. But yeah, just to show you that in action. There you go. Now I can safely say I showed off the thing. Why can I not fire? There we go. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.